Alright, a couple of people asked me to make a video on this. This is a 2016 F150 Platinum. It came with the small mirrors and I wanted tow mirrors. So I actually exchanged mirrors with a guy in Florida. I did give him some money and my mirrors, and he sent me his mirrors. Things to know about this and tools that you'll need. Number one, obviously you need the mirrors. Number two, you'll also need the switch panel in the driver's side door to control the mirrors. These are power telescoping as well as power folding, so the switch panel looks a little bit different and behaves a little bit differently. Okay, this is the switch panel that I talked about earlier. In the models with the smaller mirrors, when you press this button, the mirror just goes in or goes out. In the ones with the tow mirrors, the mirrors of course fold in and out like the small ones did, but they also telescope. So this button here actually puts this switch panel in sort of a mirror mode. And when you engage that, the forward and back buttons fold the mirror in and out, and then the left to right buttons telescope them in and out. Sorry for all the blurriness there. Anyways, that's what that does. That's why you need this switch. So if you do trade mirrors with somebody, make sure that you get the switch and the mirrors. That's all you should need. Okay, I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail on the installation of these. These are 10 millimeter nuts. These are 10 millimeter bolts. There's two of those. There's two of those. You can take both of those off. There's still a retaining clip holding the mirror on, so the mirror's not just going to fall off when you take it off. Obviously, you just pinch these, pull them out. I used a non-marring plastic tool to slide down in here to press down on the retaining clip. You can also just pull it off though. It's up to you. And then of course, to get the covers off, whatever tool you have that you would normally pop body panels off of, that's what I would use. For the switch plate, I just use one of those non-marring plastic tools, wedge it up under here. It'll come up from the back and lift up like that, and then there's a clip right there. So that comes out, unplug it, piece of cake. Now, for some of the more advanced users, you have used some software called ForScan in an OBD2 scanner, and you may have enabled a feature to auto fold your mirrors when you lock the vehicle. If you've done that, you're going to need to swap a couple of pins on the tow mirror. There are pins 17 and 18. Nope, sorry, that's a lie. There are pins 18 and 19 that you'll switch on this. I'm not going to go into how to do that, but this comes off. You can use a small screwdriver tool. You pop the pin out, you switch the two, and then you pop them back in and then plug it back in. There's a bunch of videos on how to do pin relocations on these connectors, so have at that. Alright, so like I said before, if your mirrors are disconnected and you start the vehicle, actually I think it's put it in gear, you will get some system faults, and you'll see cross-traffic system fault. You'll also see a BLIS system fault. These do not clear on their own. You'll need to take them to the dealer, or you can clear them on your own if you have the right OBD scanner, OBD2 scanner, excuse me. I use this one. Highly recommend it. It's about 80 bucks on Amazon, and it does the, I believe it's MSCAN, is the Ford protocol that you need to clear these system faults. So you buy that Bluetooth adapter, and then you go on the F150 forums and do a search on ForScan, and that is FORSCAN. You can find a piece of software that will clear the codes. The process is pretty simple. You pair your Bluetooth enabled PC with the scanning device. You launch the software, you connect, and then in the next clip I'll show you how to clear the code. Okay, so as you can see, I've plugged everything back in to the mirrors. I have my cross-traffic system fault, and I have my, I don't know if you can see it down there, barely see it peeking out there, but I've got the reader plugged into my OBD2 port, and then of course I've got the ForScan software. So I've already connected once, but I'm just going to go ahead and deconnect, or unconnect, or disconnect. Okay, then I'm going to reconnect. And I'm going to accept that this is the right profile. Again, there's all kinds of videos on the ForScan software on how to do things, like the power folding mirrors on command, the annoying little double beep when you close the door and the truck is still running. Everybody hates that. You can turn that off with this. You can make the mirrors tilt when you put it in reverse. You can turn off the fake engine noise. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Most importantly, though, you can reset stupid little codes like this that would cost you $200 at a Ford dealership. So, what you're seeing on the software now is you'll see some fault codes. So, to fix that, I have a touchscreen here. Just go to DTC, and you'll see all these fault codes in DTC. So, I'm going to, and sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed holding the phone. I'm going to go down and select, once I find the mouse, there it is. I'm going to select one of these modules. And you'll see that there's a driver's door module, malfunction indicator lamp is off, blah blah blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down to this icon right here. I'm going to click reset. I'm going to say yes, yes, and this will all reset, and it'll prompt me to power cycle the engine. I'm going to say okay. And I'm actually going to turn the engine off, open and close the door to cycle the radio and all that stuff off as well. Then I'm going to start the truck again. And you don't have to start the truck, you can just turn the power on. Some people prefer it that way, in fact. I've never noticed a difference in unwanted air conditioning. Alright, so there's that. So now I'm going back to the main screen. I'm just going to disconnect, and I'm going to reconnect. You'll see it run through the startup again. Okay, I will say yes, this is my truck. And then you should see it load without fault codes. And there you have it, a nice clean load. All green check marks. That's what we're looking for. So that is how to reset the error. You'll notice it's gone now. Now I just need to go get my oil changed.